Citizens Assemblies. What are they? Well, according to University College London, there are deliberative democratic mechanisms designed to improve decision making by allowing informed and considered public opinion to be heard on major policy questions. Let's break that down. In democracy, the majority rules. But how do you find out what the majority of the people want when most people are often too busy or disinterested in politics to spend valuable time researching political affairs? Big changes to laws in Ireland require a referendum. These are costly affairs and don't happen often. Generally, we delegate all things political to our elected officials who are paid to research and debate big issues. However, despite being our paid political representatives, politicians know very well that without the majority of the public supporting their policies, they will fail. As a result, in countries such as Ireland, when approaching a controversial topic such as abortion or drug policy, politicians are turning more and more regularly to citizens' assemblies to get a sense of which way the political weather vane is pointing. Recent Irish citizens' assemblies have been made up of a chairperson and 99 randomly selected people living in Ireland. They are said to broadly reflect Irish society in terms of gender, age group, place of residence, employment status, occupation, and language. They meet up for a series of weekends where they are presented with the facts on the topic being discussed by a group of experts. Research has shown that public sentiment towards the Citizens Assembly is broadly positive, so Citizens Assembly decisions can help to legitimise government proposals. However, there are two potential issues with Citizens Assemblies. Firstly, the random selection process of the Assembly gives it the appearance of being representative of Irish society, but is it really? And secondly, the experts chosen to educate the members of the Citizens Assembly, do they represent both sides of the argument or just the one that suits the government's agenda? With regards to how members are chosen, while the selection process tries to be representative of the wider population on a whole range of criteria, the one thing which it does not account for, yet is imperative for something like this, is political opinion. The selection process makes the assumption that people of the same gender, age group, etc. will all share the same outlook on life. This is of course untrue, which could potentially lead, or have led, to a significant imbalance of ideology in the Assembly. Our elected TDs, on the other hand, are usually voted in by the public for their political views rather than their demographics. Furthermore, unlike jury duty, participating in the Assembly is not mandatory. Thus, given the rarity of finding people who are willing to discuss the finer points of legislation for a number of weekends in Dublin, the people who accept the invitation are likely to not be representative of the Irish public. Additionally, the sample size of 99 is incredibly small, increasing the likelihood of an ideological imbalance. In terms of the information provided to Assembly members, it can be very biased. In the first meeting of the Citizens Assembly on Drugs, members heard from 14 experts. Out of these 14, 5 were neutral, 7 expressed pro-decriminalisation views, and only 2 were in favour of criminalisation. Whatever your opinions are on this topic, providing Assembly members with such heavily one-sided information is simply wrong. The Assembly is held in generally high esteem by the Irish public. Thus, decisions by it have a significant chance of influencing voting choices, meaning that an inherently biased Assembly would pose a grave threat to the well-being of our democracy.